versus Yvette Martinez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan.
For the defense?
Jonathan Chavez for Ms. Martinez.
Are you Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
All right. This case has been rescheduled more than once, and it was due to the fact that Ms. Martinez's attorney that is listed on the record, Kenton Longacre, was unable to appear. And so it was reset for today. The court will note that each time this case has been set, the complainant has appeared. So the court informed Matt.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. And so what is the status?
Your Honor, the attorney who has been assigned, we have been unable to contact him for the past 3 weeks. We have spoken with both the state and Ms. Martinez, and we're comfortable with going forward with sentencing today.
All right. Ms. Martinez, are you prepared to proceed? You're going to need to speak up.
Yes.
All right. And you're prepared to proceed with these attorneys?
Yes.
All right. So in this case, you entered a plea of guilty to count 1 on June 5th. The court requested a PSI and TAP evaluation. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI or TAP evaluation?
No, Your Honor.
And I forgot to put this part on the record. Ms. Martinez, have you had ample time to speak with the current attorneys?
Yes.
Okay. You entered a plea bargain agreement. According to the plea bargain agreement, your punishment was to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. The state is opposing your application for deferred adjudication. They are recommending community supervision. There is to be restitution to the complainants in the case. And there are stipulations about your location. Did you understand that as the plea?
Yes.
Okay. Counsel, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we just ask that you follow along the plea agreement of the 10 years probation.
Okay. State?
Your Honor, the state is in agreement following the rec here, Judge, opposed to the deferred, and also to follow the tax recommendations.
And that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right,
Your Honor, may I speak with the client real quick?
yes.
Thank you. Something's just been brought to my attention.
Okay.
Yes. Just a brief moment.
Yes. Any objections to counsel appearing by video, state?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Martinez, any objection to him appearing by video?
No.
All right. You entered a plea on June 5th to count 1 of guilty. Count 2 was waived. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments be assessed at 10 years in the prison. State is recommending community supervision, opposing deferred adjudication, and there's restitution, and you're to stipulate that you were at Pockets Billiards.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can I clarify one thing? Did you say that the state is recommending straight probation?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Any witnesses from the state or the defense?
No witnesses from the state, Your Honor. It'd just be a victim impact.
All right. Defense, any witnesses?
No witnesses, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I do, Judge. First of all, Ms. Martinez has virtually no prior criminal convictions of any kind. This is her first felony offense. She has 2 children, ages 2 years and 7 years. She had lived here in San Antonio, presently lives in Pleasanton, Texas. The reason is, in addition to being abused as a child by parents, she was subject to both physical and abuse by an uncle of hers while she was living, with whom she was living here in San Antonio. That continued for, like I say, nearly a 4-year period. Finally, it culminated in the uncle apparently assaulting her with a broom, so she left to go to a shelter which happened to be located in Pleasanton. I had advised her before and again advised her today to apply for a protective order, and today in our conversation I asked her to do it today before she left the courthouse. She's still being stalked by this individual. He, for instance, knows she has court today. He may even be present in the courtroom. I don't know. In any event, she moved to Pleasanton to go to a shelter where she now lives. She's obtained a job at Savannah Suites, a hotel there in Pleasanton. She's a housekeeper. Her income is limited to about $1,200 a month as a housekeeper. Her children are on Medicaid, WIC, and food stamps. Pocket billiards was indeed the only entity or person that served her alcohol that day. She had, according to her, she had not drank prior to going to pockets, was there for a couple hours. I've seen the TAP report. It recommends inpatient treatment. As to that, of course, item 1 of an alcohol abuser or alcoholic is denial. And initially, Ms. Martinez did not believe she has an alcohol problem. Given what has occurred in this horrific situation that could have been worse even, she acknowledges that she does indeed have a problem with alcohol. She's never been to treatment of any type before, in or outpatient. She just started a few months back going to Alcoholics Anonymous on my recommendation, and she's continuing to do that. We're asking the court to consider an intensive outpatient program, given that she's never been in treatment before, and that inpatient treatment could be put on hold, and if she were to violate, perhaps then instituted. I'm not clear on one of the recommendations is that she have an interlock for 2 years. A second is that her driver's license be suspended for 2 years. I don't recall the exact number. The alcohol blood level was high, to be sure, and the offense is egregious, to be sure. Whether she is statutorily required to be suspended for 2 years, I'm not clear on that, but they've asked for both an interlock for 2 and a suspension for 2. Given Ms. Martinez's true remorse for what has occurred and the horrific injuries suffered by Mr. Casas and his son as well, and indeed it could have resulted in their deaths, we're asking the court to favorably consider our request for probation. 10 years is a long time, Judge, to be under anyone's oversight, including yours. We're asking the court to consider a shorter period than 10 years. Ms. Martinez is 40 years old. She's gone to some lengths to better her life and escape the abuse she's been the subject of for a considerable period of time. She has but a 9th grade reading level, according to the assessment, and she's working hard to get back on her feet, do well by her children as best she can. Indeed, if Mr. Casas does, as I certainly expect he shall, file a civil suit, he will not only sue her, but certainly Pocket Billiards, the server, given her income level. his hope of financial recovery to cover his extraordinary, I'm sure it's a couple $100,000 as I'm sitting here, medical expenses. Indeed, it would be the server rather than the consumer who would have the resources and the insurance coverage to pay for that. Given all that, we're asking Your Honor to respectfully request that the period of probation be considerably shorter than the 10-year period, with any restrictions it might find necessary to add. Thank you.
So, Ms. Martinez, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Yvette Martinez.
All right, where are your children?
My children, my daughter's with my son, my daughter's with the grandma of my husband, Robert, back here.
Okay.
And my son is with his dad, which I don't want him there because he has a problem with, drugs, just to be honest, so I'm kind of scared. I don't want him there too long. I want to get him out of there as soon as possible.
you're
I
going
just
in,
had nobody else to watch him.
you're going into inpatient treatment today. So, we recently learned of a new program. I'll Do New Things Ministries. So they may be able to speak to you quickly. We can also try lifetime recovery, but it's going to be while in custody. This is a very serious offense. People could have died. I'm concerned that you don't believe you have an alcohol problem because it appears from everything that I'm reading that you do.
I do. And I take full responsibility for what I did. It was wrong, and I'm gonna pay for it.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take you into custody today. Mr. Longager, if you would like to call are you pregnant?
No.
Okay. If you would like, and the only reason why I asked that is because it was suggested to me that maybe you were, and I would like the deputy to know that because if you are, they don't handcuff you behind.
Oh.
Okay. So that's why I asked. Not that you look pregnant at all. Okay. All right. So I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's a $2,500 fine that will be probated. There's to be restitution to Julio Casas Jr. and Cameron Casas, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you complete parenting classes, the restitution will be deemed satisfied. Ignition and interlock for half the term, 2-year driver's license suspension. You are stipulating that on or about January 7, 2022 at Pockets located at 5819 Northwest Loop 410, San Antonio, Texas 78238. You consumed alcoholic beverages, and Pockets was the only establishment that you assumed alcohol beverages that day. Then you drove a vehicle, into a vehicle occupied by Julio Casas Jr. and Cameron Casas Jr. Going to have regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, referral to lifetime recovery, or I'll Do New Things Ministries.
Judge, could you spell that, please? Did you say all?
I''WL, do, new, NEW, thing, THING, ministries, MINISTRIES.
Thank you. Is that here in San Antonio?
Yes, it is. There'll be regular reporting by, I already said regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And the UAs, make sure they test for alcohol. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days upon release. Field visits, 1 time per month for 4 months, and then thereafter random as probation sees fit. Is there anything else that she needs probation?
Your Honor, the field visits after,
Release from inpatient.
however, she lives in Atascosa County.
Well, she's going to have to call in at least once a month for 4 months to probation
To her.
reporting.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Probation, anything else she needs?
Did you want to do DWI intervention or education?
Yes. Thank you so much. Let's do DWI education and DWI intervention and do the VIP live. All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing on the record.
Anything else you need?
Oh, I just, I guess they'll better explain to me what I did, or, my sentencing.
Oh, probation is going to go over everything with you, okay?
Ms. Martinez, if you should have any questions that probation can't answer, you're certainly welcome to call me. Is there anyone you would like me to call?
Yeah, they could call my daughter's father behind Robert.
All right. We'll let them know because probation is right here. Is there anything else you need to be successful?
I just want to say that I'm sorry and that it was an evil act that I did. And I'm glad that he's alive. I know he suffered a lot. I can imagine what he went through. Not being able to walk, being in a wheelchair, just not being able to work. You know, I got what I deserved today. In the name of Jesus of Nazareth, I ask God to just to help me through this because I feel bad. I knew better and I made the choice, like you said.
Well, I will tell you this. I appreciate your saying that because